Hello, my name is Second, and we are playing Godslapper's Paradise. And over the last couple episodes, we made a ton of progress, moving right along to things. It looks like a few things went wrong, though, while I was gone. For one thing, this wasn't keyed to blue anymore. I don't know what's up with that. And we also are having some power issues. One thing we can do to stave off the beast in the time being is just drain our Cyclic battery into here. This should allow us to get back into our refined storage system and hopefully maintain power over here. Now, where we left off last time was with an osmium compressor. We did not have enough osmium at the time. We've got it now, where we're processing it up now. That's the point of this whole exercise. Now, this thing is going to work in a similar fashion to our infusing factory, like how we have this one dedicated for redstone and some other ones. This one, that thing we're going to put a bunch of osmium in. Half a stack ought to get us started. Each ingot will get us, 200 millibuckets of liquid osmium. We can use that to make both refined glowstone and refined obsidian. And it's the refined obsidian that we're really interested in to be able to make our digital miner. So we might actually have everything now to do this. Yeah, we do. So this is just gonna cook along for us, do its thing, and we'll see how we do. Meantime, we're gonna make ourselves ranged. We're gonna make ourselves a pump from ranged pumps. Well, we're not gonna do it with we're only gonna end up making one of these. So we're gonna need a bucket of water. I just threw my axe in there. I'm trying to do this before we run out of power. As our create pump is great, but it's not really doing what we needed to do. It's just not fast enough. So this is the pump from ranged pumps, and I have the mod adds just this block, and I have it in the pack for specifically what we're about to use it for. It is fast, which is awesome, and it doesn't create a lot of lag. Oh, we're gonna need a chunk loader. So we can do this in the same general area, at least for the time being. I don't see anything wrong with that. We're gonna just build ourselves a little bridge here. Little area to work. One like so. Like, no, we don't need that there. Because where we're gonna put the pump is right here. Out of the way, you. Oh my gosh. They're everywhere. Oh, thank you very much. What we're gonna do, I brought a magmator out. I'm gonna put that right there. We're gonna run some fluid. Oh my gosh. It's thick out here. Alright. We're gonna put an ender tank up atop. Dye it orange. Here we go. Let me deal with these guys. Okay. It's already working a little bit. Actually, it probably isn't. That's probably from up there. We're gonna turn this on. The pipe, that is. And I don't have a bucket on me? Really? Alright. Well, we can take some of this lava, and we can fill the magmator like that. That should give the pump power, and it should start filling this up. And we're just going to put a chunk loader down, and it'll be fine just as it is, I think. Now, you see this stone here? That's where lava used to be. This is how this thing works. It replaces lava with stone, so that your stuff isn't laggy. It's pretty good. So now we're collecting lava faster than our one magmator can process it. So we'll probably want to improve this thing relatively soon. Now to do that, we want to upgrade this thing. We're going to need niotic crystals. Those are made with diamonds, and they took a long time. So we're going to upgrade the rods again. And while we're at it, we have plenty of iron dust. We're going to teach our machine how to make a gas upgrade so that this will use the oxygen that this produces more efficiently. And the upgraded ones, you know, rhyme. Now, I did get our digital miner. That's a very good thing. I'm going to pop it right over here for now, just out of the way. Now, I've moved this up just a little bit because I want to get a tank between the separator and the purifying factory to sort of get a buffer of hydrogen. We might as well make recipes for these because we're probably going to end up... Well, we won't end up using too many of them, I don't think. Let's see if we can find them, though. Yeah, here they are. Oh, we'll make the recipes because we're probably going to end up making some nice sized ones eventually. Now, these work much like all the other mechanism tanks. They got a GUI. We don't want the output to be here. We want the output to be over there. So now, if we were to power this over here, it's not powered right now because we really need that niotic magmator. This will get 64 buckets worth, and we can upgrade this just like the other ones. Now, in the meantime, where I'm focusing on getting more bees, I want an osmium bee. And we're going to need a neon cuckoo bee, which is a kind of bee that'll move into the nest of a blue banded bee, which will spawn, I believe, in an oak nest. Now that's a green carpenter bee. That's not what we want. Now the Pawa energy cells are cool, and we do have a use for some of them, but we are going to want the mechanism energy cubes because they are, frankly, a lot easier to make. We got the parts for the basic already in here. The advanced is not too much more difficult. Then we have the elite. We've got recipes in for all of this. And we have the ultimate, which stores 100 million. And we should actually be able to make that, like, now. Alright, it's just about done. This is going to be a huge improvement. There it is. Wonderful. We're just going to grab it. Put these back on extract. And upgrade them, and then we'll get into the GUI here. We want an output, an output, and output. Right? I think. Is it doing anything? Oh, we want input over here to this side too, don't we? Oh, that's on an input. Alright, these two don't like each other. Not right next to each other, at least. Or whoops. We're gonna have to try a couple of things here. Let's get our magmator over here. An energy cell over here. Okay, there's some energy going into these rods, which one might expect. I don't have any power over here, do I? Now this is curious. Look at this thing charge up. I wonder if that is... These aren't connected to, like, anything. Like, we can't place them on these, so I wouldn't think that this energy pipe would be transferring energy to this energizing rod. I wonder what it is. And now to this one. That's weird. Maybe this thing was working after all. I mean, how would you tell, right? Let's see. I would rather it work than not. Now, is this filling? Yeah, this is filling up. So this thing is going to work just fine. Wild. Hey, we got 2 blue-banded bees this time. And who knows what is about to come out of here. It's too bad you can't use these to, like, see what's in them. Like, I like the bee info mod for the integration, but, like, the right-click is kind of makes it on these productive bee world nests kind of for the birds. Let's see who we get here. Okay, we got another green carpenter bee, but that's fine. Sooner or later, we're gonna... No, I want one of the regular bee cages. Sooner or later, we're gonna get neon cuckoo bee in here. And then we'll be able to make an awesome bee. Yeah, look at that. I broke it, and now it's showing they're connected. We could undo that, which we want to. Definitely want to undo that. Now, can I just... I was hoping I could have this here as a buffer. It looks like I can just have that right there, and there's no problem with that. Okay, very good. Now, another thing I want to teach our system is these energy upgrades. We need these. These will increase both the energy capacity and the energy efficiency of our mechanism machines. And we're just gonna... You can put 8 to a machine. We're just gonna start with a stack. Now, we're not quite done here, but I want to get these going as soon as possible. They'll go 8 to a machine. You can see it significantly increases their capacity, and they should run a lot more efficiently too. Should have enough energy stored up to quickly upgrade this thing. Where's the recipe? Oh, we didn't make one. Okay. So what are we gonna need here? We're gonna need a dielectric casing. And we're gonna need some capacitors. Oh, we'll need the niotic capacitors. Let's make those real quick. Make a recipe. Where are they? Where are they? There they are. Okay. Now we're gonna need a couple of them. We're gonna need 2 of them, I think. One. Come on. I don't have that much power. Let's see. There we go, and let's get the... I guess the NBT data makes this stuff a little tough to automate. But this will generate 900 FE a tick, which is a little more than double what we were getting before. This should fill up rather quickly. We should get this thing starting to fill up, and then we'll have the power to process the rest of this ore. And we got a neon cuckoo bee. It's a happy day. And this ought to get us 1 osmium bee. Wonderful. Now, I don't know if we're generating enough power to run everything, but I think it's time to find out. Oh, come on. Alright. We're doing good up here today. Get up here. Alright. Now this will start running again. This thing draining. Yeah. Not like hyper fast, though. This thing's being a big help. Okay, now that we're not processing anything else, we're actually running a slight surplus. So, yeah, the Niotic magmator was a good investment. Now let's get over to this digital miner. We got a little power built up over here. Not a whole lot. But what we're going to want to do is set a much bigger radius. I think the max is 32. Now we're going to set a filter with a tag. And I think what we want is forge/ores. Let's try another one. I always forget, it might be forge:/ores. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna turn auto eject on. We got a little chest back here. And we're not gonna want this consistently because this is really expensive power-wise. But we're gonna want Silk Touch on. What this will do, if I set this thing to export some power, is it will mine ores for us. There's our first two. Now the reason I'm doing Silk Touch is I'm hoping that that we can pick up some diamond. We shall see what we shall see. Because, like, I would like to mine all of the diamonds out of here. Like, and then this is 1.16. We don't have to worry about, like, raw ore versus, like, you know, the ore block. So if we can get diamond and a few of the other gems so that I can use a Fortune 5 on them, we can just run this without the Silk Touch, which is, you know, pretty expensive. You can see the energy draining here at speed. You can upgrade this just like the other ones. I just put 8 energy upgrades in here, so it should be a little bit more frugal with what it's using here. Okay, no diamond yet. Now our real pinch point here is oxygen, so we're gonna go ahead and teach this thing how to make speed upgrades. We're gonna use some... Oh, we're gonna need another crafter. We're gonna use some in our electrolytic separator. There we go. Okay, now it's full of oxygen. And this is, I wouldn't say filling up, but we're getting some action here we weren't getting before. So with our osmium bee and an obsidian bee, we can get a refined obsidian bee. And we definitely want that. Come on. Hello. And we got diamonds at last. We're gonna the runestone too. So we're gonna go ahead and stop this. Back into the config. Now we can... I guess we can't disable this. So we're just gonna delete it, that's fine. We're gonna make a new filter with item stack. We're gonna do one for runestone. And we're gonna do one for diamond. Now we go back and press start. There's only like 80 of these. So we'll get and they'll mostly be diamonds, I think. Yeah. Now the next thing we're gonna need to progress with the bees is some ender bees, and in this we can only make them in the end. So that's where we're headed. Just gonna dig down right underneath here, which we're gonna want to do eventually anyway to make a wither cage. And it's just like all the rest of them. And while we're out here, we ought to pick some of these. And here we go, our first ender bee. Now ender bees, they teleport around. About the only thing that'll stop them is the anti-teleportation hive upgrade from, well, we need more redstone if we're gonna do a stack of those. But we'll have redstone soon enough. We're gonna need We're gonna need this, where is it? Range, anti-teleportation. It's not that hard to make. We do need one of these upgrade bases. So what we'll do is we'll throw this in here. We need the expansion box. And we're gonna put them in one by one, because they may teleport before they find their way to the beehive. And I'd like to get at least 2 in here and producing before I get one to get ourselves a diamond bee ready. And it teleported. Come here, you. Now we can fill up our various tools in these mechanism cubes just the same way we can with the power cubes. I gotta go back to the end. I need a little chorus plant to little chorus fruit. What we really need to do. Now I'm hoping that these, whoops, we're over here. I'm hoping that the bees will choose to pollinate and go into the hive. Like once they go in there and it's their home, then they shouldn't teleport out with this upgrade in here. I hope. Alright, there's one. Next thing that'll help us out will be to upgrade our mechanism machines to the 3rd tier. At this point, it's all familiar ingredients except for these elite control circuits, which is made from familiar ingredients. At long last, I think we can make our first diamond bee. Go on, you two. Very nice. We're gonna grab the ender bee right now. Now, the next thing we gotta think about here is speeding these centrifuges up. They are not keeping up. So let's go over here, see if we can find the speed upgrades. We got, yeah, okay, here we go. We'll have to teach it how to do quite a bit. I don't want the appetite combs, I want the regular honeycomb. Here we go. That's what we're gonna have the most of. We got like 4 regular bees out there. What else did we need? Oh, clocks, of course. There we are. Now we'll start trying 2 each here. And you can see it like significantly increases the speed that these things run. How many of these do we have? We just have 4, right? We just have 4. Okay, one of the diamond bees got away. That's a pain. It must have like glitched through when it grew up. I thought we had solid blocks all through here to prevent exactly that. It's not hiding in here. No. It got up here somehow. Wild. Well, okay. That's good news. I think that's not even the first time I've seen them do that. I don't know what's going on with that. It's super interesting. But anyway, now that we have an adult diamond bee, we can breed it with a slimy bee. Get ourselves an emerald bee. So most of the stuff we're getting from the bees has to be further processed, but you know, that's okay. So the next thing that I want to look at is a fluid grid. We're gonna need to start crafting with fluids here. So let's get ourselves an advanced processor. We already had a grid lying around. Here we go. Now this will allow us to see and, well, mostly just see any fluids that we happen to have in the system. We don't have any in there right now. We are going to want to make some discs for fluid We might as well jump right ahead to a 64K. That'll hold us 64 buckets worth, and the storage parts, I think, I thought I'd made this stuff. Let's see. No, I guess I haven't. Okay. So we'll have to make patterns for all this stuff. And probably some for discs, for regular item discs too. But for now, we're gonna make the, oh, we managed to make just a regular storage disc. Okay. I need fluid. Here they are. Okay, so the fluid starts with the 64. And we will need to teach it a fluid storage part, right? And then we might as well go to the 256. Need some more patterns here. I'm pretty sure I have some. Yep. There we go. Okay. Now the item storage disk will give us quite a bit more storage in here. Now this will also apparently increase the, but it's just remember, this is now combined fluid and item, what we're seeing over here. So we're gonna want a bunch of external storages, and we're probably gonna need more cable than this, because our fluids are kind of all over the place. What we're gonna do first is we're gonna hook up an external storage right here, and we're gonna run some cable. And when we connect these two up, we won't see a thing. What we have to do is go over into the fluid grid and change the type to fluid. And now the system recognizes 256 buckets worth of lava in there. We're gonna do the same with the honey and with water. Very nice. So now we're gonna go back to the end with some obsidian nests and dig ourselves up some draconic bees. I don't know if I got the egg. I got the egg. We'll need the egg later, not right away. Alright. Now I might get lucky and just find one, huh? Come here, you. Yeah. Yeah, we got a nest right here, huh? Alright. Cool. Now draconic bees fertilize off the dragon egg, and they will give us a byproduct from their hives, which, among other things, will allow us to make block upgrades. Those are the things that make the... Well, they do a couple of things, but the main thing they do is they make the quarry bee and the lumber bee actually usable. We're going to be using the quarry bee. That's what all this over here is about. Now, we're out here on a beach, hoping to get a digger bee. We got an ashy mining bee. Okay, one digger bee. Let's see what comes out of this one. I got jumped by like an ancient golem. Okay, we got two. Awesome. So to make this block, we're gonna need 4 of these, or the block upgrade, I should say. And let's go some combs. I assume the regular combs will work. I hope they will. Very nice. And we should be able to get our quarry bees at last. Now I'll have to breed these guys up a couple times. These quarry bees don't breed with each other. There are a couple like that. Well, now we got plenty of various stones for it to pollinate from. We got the block upgrade. We will have to throw some bottles in there, but we can go turn off our old stone generator now. And now we're getting the various stones. And life's gonna be grand. So now that we got our resource production more or less sorted, we're gonna work on gearing up a little bit. I wanna make first a melting chamber. So we're gonna need a furnace. And we're gonna need a little bit of glass. There we have it. I'll pop this thing down right here. And we're gonna want to think about the solidification chamber. I think we'll need... No, we'll be fine here. We'll just need... Let's go up into the right GUI. We'll just need another furnace. I thought we might need some amber for this, but I guess amber will be next. Here's our solidification chamber. You can do all kinds of things with these two blocks. What we're going to want to teach it to do is how to make amber. And this will be done in our solidification chamber. Now, we could use magma or we could use honey. The magma blocks, we could just go ahead and make. We're getting magma cream from our beads. So we're going to throw that in there. And we've got honey. There we go. And we're going to need to teach this thing how to make fire charges. Now we throw this in here. And let's say we wanted to make... Wait, that doesn't go in there. This goes over here. We're going to want to make 24 amber. Have enough of everything? Don't have enough honey. That shouldn't be hard to deal with. Unless it's the wrong kind of honey. That could be an issue. Okay, we're just going to mess around with the recipe a little bit. There's like create honey and this honey and that honey. I thought they were all compatible, but Cyclic's a little... Cyclic's special. Let's see if we can make 30. No, we still don't have the right kind of honey in there. Okay, I have an idea. We need a bucket. Let's get a bucket. Here we go. We're just gonna grab ourselves a bucket of honey. We'll take this back. Put this back in. Let's go to fluids. And put that in there. That seems to want to make us 2. Let's see if it works. Okay. The recipe at least is valid. So it's going to pour honey in here. And is this thing really going to do 2 at a time with this recipe? This thing does not have power. This was a bad way to set this up. Okay. Alright, and we'll have to run some cable. There we go. Yeah, okay, it really is doing 2 at a time. Very, very good. We'll have to run a little bit of cable from here so it'll connect up. Yeah, now the amber will be going into the system. So the next thing we want to teach this thing how to make is crystallized obsidian. This stuff is pretty amazing. Now we have, this stuff, but we will need to teach the machine, the various machines, how to make the liquid slime from Cyclic. We can do it right in the melting chamber. I'm just gonna go like this. That's, well, that got messed up somehow. Let's see. That doesn't want to do it right. Let's just just go ahead and make some, huh? Now this will melt up slime. And it should... Well, it's going to keep it in here unless we set this thing to fluids, huh? Yeah, there we go. I'll toss our crystallized obsidian recipe up there. Okay, we got our liquid slime. We should be able to make a good amount. Oh, it's the wrong... Darn it. Okay, we're going to try to get a bucket of slime out of this thing. Doesn't look like we can do that. Okay, we got the right kind of slime, but I got the wrong recipe. Darn it. Let's, I want to say it's the nice bright one. Let's see. Go on up there. Okay, that ought to be enough slime. Let's hope. Let's hope it'll work this time. Once you get the stuff. See, Cyclic's a little finicky sometimes. But the stuff you get from it is very powerful. Very much worth your trouble. Awesome. Now, crystallized obsidian, pound for pound, is as good as you're gonna do in terms of... How do you use this stuff again? We might need... Yeah, okay, so we're gonna need the diamond gear to go along with it. Let's, it's very expensive, but it's very much worth it. The just in terms of sheer points, this is as good as you're gonna do in this pack, at least for a long time, maybe until you start getting into the really high tier Advent of Ascension stuff. Just get a ton of armor out of this. We're looking pretty fancy. We've got, let's see, 7, that'd be 18, 28, 35 points of armor and 24 points of armor toughness. We're not completely invulnerable to everything that's in this pack, but most stuff shouldn't be able to give us too much trouble. And I think that's going to be it for this time. We made a lot of progress today, so thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.